Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
But we'll have it.
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
I think. Yeah, I think that's like all, right? Oh wait.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago. I wonder if someone in the house bought this unit knowing how they would use the parts. We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Let's see. Does she look straight ahead? Yeah, it does.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you?
Yes.
What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
And she's not looking around.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Is there more after the research well? No, I don't want. There's these cutscenes where you
Lie
can
down, make
see
yourself
from.
comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's.
Yes, Doctor.
Why are these
Seems
newspapers all
very
around?
concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Don't think this is any use to us. Maybe if
Nah. Oh.
this must be Adrian's.
Yeah, stencil.
Stencil. So the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
But
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
I found an address.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks for your help.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Sure about that?
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
She was looking away when... Yeah, she's looking away every once in a while, so I...
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So is this truth or he's not looking away? I guess.
Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Great, all correct.
Please do, Detective.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Where are we going?
Go over there.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Ah. Oh, that's so low.
No, you don't.
That broad
Looking for someone?
socks in the brassiere.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back. I can't decide between the tuna fish or the chicken.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that.
Tough break.
Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Goddamn fusion. Soon. Soon. Very soon. Very soon.
You're lying,
This weekend.
Morgan. You were there.
This weekend
You're
I will
talking
get a
out
new
your
chair.
ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
You were there, Morgan. We found a
I've been
receipt
doing
in
great.
the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right, already.
Yeah, I know.
That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
How are you doing? I haven't seen you. Well, I saw you were streaming a bit
Where
yesterday,
exactly is Black
but I didn't
holed up?
catch in because apparently
No
I
idea.
have this thing where I
I think he took off for
stream
Seattle.
all the time.